Okay, so I've got to make my sister some shaker style doors to go on a kind of fitted wardrobe that her partner's making. I've got the sizes here, fairly straightforward. One of them is quite tall, it's about 6 foot tall. So we're going to do them real simple style, so just a 60mm frame around the outside, grooved to accept a piece of plywood. And what we've got for the outside is this really lovely looking tulip, really clear boards, and it takes paint brilliantly. Finishes really nicely. It's what I've done all my kitchen units with, and my brother's as well, all the doors on those, so it'd be good to use the same stuff. I know it works nice. I've cut that in half, so now I'm just going to machine it up. I'm going to rip it down first on the table saw, get it somewhere near to width, probably about 7mm over, give myself plenty to plane off. Then I'm going to surface it, get the square edge, then we run it through the thicknesser, get it the right thickness. I have got to go to the dentist in between, so I'm doing the talking now, in case afterwards I don't feel much like talking. So dead simple to do, and then we'll crack on to the router table. We'll change it over to a groove, like a slot cutting bit, and we'll route a groove in there, and we're going to join this together with dominoes. So it's going to be a little bit different. We're not going to use mortise and tenons, we're going to use dominoes, which are kind of like a dowel joint but a lot wider, a lot better. I did mine about 7 or 8 years ago. Mine's held up brilliantly. They're a really great thing. Now we use the thicknesser, take them all down to the same size. So one will be 60mm by, I think we can get away with 21 with the kitchen hinges. So we're going to do that. Okay, so now I've got some beautifully planed, square-edged poplar, tulip wood. Really, really nice. Not a blemish on it except that one, I think. Really lovely timber, actually. So now I'm going to cut it all to length for the heights, and then the rails will go into it. And actually, the way we're going to do it, we don't allow anything extra, so everything has to be tight to the finished sizes. So you mess around there cutting it back and forth. What we actually had was, hang on, you can see it just on this piece, see it dips down, a little bit of snipe off a planer. As I was putting it in, I must not have put it in quite flat, caught it a little bit before it pulled it into the rollers. So not ideal. That's why we allow a little bit when we're doing stuff. A bit of waste doesn't hurt, really doesn't hurt. So yeah, trying to cover up my mistakes, but well, not cover up my mistakes, it's part of woodworking. So this here is the two doors and the uprights for it. Now we need the pieces to go in between. And like I said, because we're using dominoes, they are literally going in between. So it's easy. We got, what's the width? 380. So we're going 380. We just measure up 380 onto the one piece, and then we can take it away. So it would be 258. 258. That's it. So cut some more up 258. If we were going to do loads and loads of doors, I'd set up a jig and make sure all the joints were exactly the same, so every piece was interchangeable. Because we're only doing 4 doors, I'm just going to mark them up. So I've marked them up AA, BB, CC, DD, like that. It's easier for me, and I can just mark where the dowel's going to go. So I'm going to use the domino, where that's going to go in there. Just makes it a bit quicker, rather than having to set up a jig and work it out perfectly. This way, each joint will be for its own place. It'll work fine. So I've got a very sick boy in here. Do you want to be on it? No. No. So I've got my very sick boy in here who's feeling a bit poorly. So he's got some earmuffs on. We've got air conditioning in here. It's the coolest place. I think he's got a bit of heat stroke. This is the joint, basically. So it's going to go together like that. I've marked them all up. So I'm just going to go through now and cut these dominoes. And then with glue as well, it should hold them really nice. Right, because I haven't got a 9mm slot cutter, I think this is a 6mm. I'm going to pass it through one way, pass it through the other. Might need some adjustments, and then get it right so it's in the middle and takes a 9mm piece of ply. It's a tiny little piece, it's the only bit of scrap I got. Don't try this at home, folks. So with the slot cut, my 9mm bit of ply fits in absolutely perfectly. Enough room to get it in there, but no gaps either side. So I'm going to run all these through twice now, and what I've got to do, and you'll be really careful with this, is with the ones with the rails, I'm going to stop it early. Okay? So I'm going to mark up on the router table. So I'm going to have to push in, pull across, and pull out again. So I'll mark it up, how far I can go, but I'll mark it up on the fence here rather than marking each piece individually. So that's the plan. So you go like, in like this, out, flip it over, out. Okay, so the other thing we're going to do now is work out the size. So I'm just going to mark down roughly. We want to give a couple of mil for the panels to sit down, and then we can work out how big each piece of ply is going to be. Roughly, it doesn't have to be super size. Roughly 1714, and then the width is going to be this plus twice the depth. So how deep have I got this? 8 mil, 8 mil, 16 mil, 274. We'll do a couple of rips, 274. That's case gluing them together. Woohoo! We'll put one together first. Make sure I got the measurements right. That to me looks like it'll go together perfect. Excuse my voice. So yeah, I think that's alright. So I've done them all the right size, which is always nice. Let's get some clamps, get some glue, get going. Don't need to go crazy with the clamping. There we go. One little door done. Always check for square. Let the glue dry. So there we go, 4 wardrobe doors, shaker style. There are other ways of doing this, obviously. You can have the different panel cutters, especially if you want to put a bead or something around. This leaves a nice square edge. I think it's really quite nice and tidy. It's how my kitchen is done, and my wardrobe's upstairs, and the fitted unit in the kind of craft roomy area. So yeah, works really well, holds together nicely. These will be painted. Obviously tulip doesn't stain so well because it's got this kind of green tinge to it. I think it's actually quite a pretty wood, brilliant for carving and stuff. But obviously people don't like the green in it. So it's normally painted. It's quite soft as hardwoods go. But yeah, it just takes finish really, really nicely. These should finish really good. So I'm going to take these over tonight and they're going to fit them hopefully at the weekend. I'm going to lend them my kitchen hole jig and see how they get on. So yeah, thanks for watching this, and yeah, see you next time.